that poster could have been so much more effective if it was just a shot of whoever that character is. I don't claim to know this movie. And just something else. Like, even if it was the same tagline for Evil Dead 1981, which was the most ferociously original horror movie of the year, maybe they could have done a play on words and done the most ferociously remake of the year or something. But having it as the most terrifying film you will ever experience, which has been done to death on almost every other horror movie. Like Boogeyman 2005 had the scariest movie ever made. And that movie was fucking shit.
Yeah.
Didn't Sinister do the same thing?
Sinister had that what was it? It was the broadband study where they're like, we measured heart rates. And
most heart stopping, whatever it was.
Yeah, but
and it's like, how many people did you actually measure with their heart rate? And did you actually show them any other horror movies, or did you just make them watch that one small part of Sinister? Like,
yeah.
I don't think that was part of the marketing for it, but yeah, they did make. I think they just made them watch the movie and just tracked like different movies and tracked how high their heart rate went during certain parts.
I just find marketing so interesting because I've been working in marketing for 10 years now, and it's literally the easiest fucking job on the planet. You just take one good thing that's about the product or about a movie and you amplify it, but you have to make it realistic and somewhat under-promise what's actually going to happen. So if I was to market Evil Dead 2013, I would have done like character posters for each person. I would have had the Deadites. I would have done, I mean, considering this is 2013, what would have been popular back then? Like Facebook, maybe Instagram when it first started. Like, you could have done interviews behind the scenes, do comparisons scene by scene or something to really drag in all the original Evil Dead fans who would have been 32 years older by the time the remake came out. And yet instead they're just like, oh, let's appeal to the teens and the tweens. And it's like, I don't know if that really worked in their favor, because that only made $97 million worldwide at the box office. And this is all pre-pandemic. It had a good slot because everyone was tired of found footage with like 89 Paranormal Activity movies. Saw wasn't continuing at that point. And it's like, should have made a lot more money. The marketing was just
I think the thing with this movie from memory as well was it was R in Australia.
Yeah.
And I think it was R in America, which like limits a lot of that audience that they're trying to get. And it's sort of funny when they're like, we're trying to cater under 25s. And I'm like, well, if you put it R in America, you're only going to get 4 of them. Well, 21 to 25. Yeah.
I had to go see it at Dendy's in Newtown. That's the only place showing it.
And I don't think there was a lot of showings in Australia. Like,
I think it was one showing.
I think when we were back in Nambucca, Justin, it probably would have been maybe Cops if you're lucky. Maybe if they were getting it.
God, I always have to travel to Coffs Harbour to see even an MA horror movie, because the Nambucca, what is it, Majestic Cinemas now? They just don't play anything.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a shame. I remember seeing like Saw 3 there.
Yeah.
But they probably also, like with the latest Saws though, with Majestic, they weren't showing them, and that's why I remember Birch was doing Saw 7.
Yes,
but it was very hush hush up till the date. And I remember watching like there's no session times, and then it just magically appeared.
I know that we spoke about this in the Saw 7 episode from last year, but I remember you, BP, posting to my Facebook wall in 2010 saying, oh, I went to the cinema and they asked for my ID or something.
I was 17, and it was, bizarre. And I got in because I said, I left my wallet in the car.
I don't really understand cinemas where the employees are trying to be fucking employee of the month. I remember seeing, it was Final Destination 5. So this is 2011. One of our friends forgot his ID. And I was like, oh, don't worry, it's Final Destination 5. It's like M or MA 15 plus, it doesn't matter. And the attendant was like, excuse me, I don't care if your friend claims to be 19. You guys are not being allowed in. And I'm like, it's a fucking Final Destination movie. Yeah. Come on. Like, this is not Human Centipede or Martyrs or, something horrific. It's like people get on a bridge collapses, the end.
Hey, squirrel friend, when one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. did. I support you.